Early yesterday morning, Bill Whitaker has a story.
It's like a sad, numbing refrain heard too often. Another gangster rapper gunned down. This time, 24-year-old notorious B.I.G., a.k.a. Biggie Smalls, killed in an apparent drive-by shooting outside a Los Angeles party early Sunday.
At this point, we do have some suspect descriptions.
His death is rocking die-hard rap fans.
To the hip-hop community, it was a big loss because he was like one of the best artists that, ever rapped or was ever in hip-hop.
He was born Christopher Wallace and became notorious and wealthy, parlaying his lengthy rap sheet with drug, weapons, and assault charges into a popular gangsta persona and platinum-plated artist for New York-based Bad Boy Entertainment.
These kinds of problems are still something that's very much in the sphere of the lives that these rappers are living.
Biggie was in L.A. last week for the Soul Train Music Award.
What's up, Cali?
Notorious B.I.G. flirted with death in his music and his life.
If I was dead, I wouldn't have to worry about nothing. I could just lay up, either be in heaven or hell.
His next album, due out later this month, is entitled Life After Death. In the rap world, that's another sad refrain heard all too often. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Yeah, I just think that it was a shame that it happened to him, especially it happened to him here in California because in L.A. because of the fact that they got the East Coast, West Coast thing going on, and it shouldn't be like that. It was unfortunate that Tupac got killed, and it's really unfortunate that Biggie Smalls got killed. We just seen him the other night on what is the Soul Train Award, and people need to tone down on this gun activity, all these aggravated things they got going as far as rapper this and who's the biggest. And, it's just everybody, it's enough money should be for everybody. So they need to quit tripping, especially our youngsters, you know what I mean? Really need to quit tripping because, we got a lot more to lose. And we have the game go if we keep going on that. Our youngsters are going to be killed themselves off before their generation gets started. And that's just the way I feel about the situation. Biggie Smalls probably was a target of some idiot that wanted to get recognition, But now, he thinks he's got recognition, but I figured that he's going to be a target now because he did something really stupid, really stupid. Never take a life, man. That's just very sensitive, and our kids need to wake up and find that out, man. And that's about all I got to say about it because it's just kind of ridiculous, you know what I mean? It really is.
All right, well, appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Thanks very much.
What I think is that, we all need to get together, and love one another. Instead of all this killing and stuff is endless, and by the time the year 2000 come, they're going to be killed up each other. Rapping, I don't understand the type of music anyway. I'm from the old school, so I don't, understand, what rapping means anyway. The best knowledge to me is to see it in the streets, and, that's what I see. But, all that rapping and stuff, and Biggie Smalls, unfortunately, it had to happen to him. I'm sorry, but, I don't know.
You think the music...
I think the music has a lot to do with it, a lot to do with the rapping music, period, has a lot to do with all of this. And I'm a firm believer in that. Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Tell me, I'm just curious what you think.
Well, I was shocked when I heard the news. I didn't believe it. He was a great rapper and everything, and I liked his music, but it was a lot of, tension between East and West Coast, and I think it has something to do with the East and West Coast thing. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Do you think the music in any way causes this sort of thing?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
The way they rap, they talk about each other. Instead of they bringing up each other, they just put each other down, and that's not right. They should help each other out and congratulate each other, and they don't do that. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
I think he should have left right after the Soul Train Awards, knowing he don't get along with no one out here. People like him, but it's the West Coast, and he's from the East Coast, so it's time to go after the awards. He shouldn't have stayed.
What do you think about, is it related to any other shootings?
I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure. I'm not knowing.
What do you think about the music? Do you think
it's cool? That's straight. I'm going to get a CD, though. But he should have left. He had no reason to stay.
Do Do you think any of the violence is because of the music?
Not really. It's just personal.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Where do we want to do?
Well, right here.
I'm just gonna stand here.
Okay.
And they're mixing it up. Okay, we good? Okay. So talk to me. Tell me what you think about what happened.
Well, you know, personally, I just think Biggie should have stayed on the East Coast because all the East and West controversy. You know, it's dangerous over here on the West Side. It just got smoked. That's about all I have to say.
What about? I mean, is this related to Tupac Shakur?
I think so. I believe so. You know, I'm a Tupac fan. I think it was. Somebody was just, you know, hot that Tupac got killed when smoked Biggie out of retaliation or something. I don't know, though. Who am I to say? Huh? Yeah, he's a good artist, you know. But, you know, I'm more of a West Coast rap. You know, I like the West Coast rappers more than the East Coast. So I really don't listen to all that East Coast stuff too much.
What about what they're saying in the music? Do you think that promotes violence?
Yep, music promotes violence. All of it, really. Biggie and Tupac was, you know, they talked about death when they rapped. They rapped about it. So it just came true, basically. You rap about it, you live it, it's gonna happen.
You have a problem with that?
I don't have no feelings, you know. It don't really matter to me. I'm gonna just go on living. All right. All right.
Really, what you guys think about what happened?
I think they told him not to come to LA no more.
Here, talk
and so
to me.
he came to LA and he got busted on. You know what I'm saying? They peeled his cap. And so now people from the West Coast can't go to the East Coast because now they're gonna be scared somebody's gonna shoot them. And then everybody in the East Coast know they can't come over here and be talking about any woof. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
What about, I mean, what do you think of the music? Do you think it promotes violence?
The music, it don't promote violence because simply everybody has their own mind. You know, people gonna do what they want to do. Yeah. Only music, you know what I'm saying, if you give a 10-year-old kid with a gun, you know, music can, you know, tell him anything, but that's the parents' fault, you know, if a kid do that. You know what I'm saying? But anybody, a mainframe, you know, a mind frame or whatever, that's what I was trying to say. You know, if a teenage kid, you know, you ain't gonna do nothing like that, so music don't have nothing to do with it. You know, as far as Biggie Smalls, you know, he had it coming to him, you know, and it's just like you can't live, you know, the way he was living, try to live off fat, and then try to have beef with somebody on the West Coast and then come over here and then enjoy the luxury and stuff, because you forgot when Tupac was shot, he was upstairs chilling. He did not come down to see if he was all right. So he already had it coming back to him, you know, and I think it's just gonna be squashed after that, you know, and ain't nothing else to it, you know. And I just say, you know, I just hope my boy Snoop watches back, you know.
And Biggie Smalls got shot because he shot Tupac because Tupac did it to his wife. You know what I'm saying? She was sprung on him. So they peeled his cap just because of that. And that's probably it. And oh yeah, and the music get me pumped. The music get me pumped. I don't think it promotes violence. It get me pumped. It get me ready to go out and party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shake my rear end.
That's basically it.
All right, cool.
But really, I really don't have feelings for it. I don't listen to that kind of music. But I do feel sorry because, okay, 6 months ago, Tupac got shot. And now it's like 6 months later, Biggie Smalls got shot. I don't think it's connection between each other. But I don't think it's right that he has to die like that, get shot to death. That's all I have to say. I mean, I listen to his songs, I listen to Tupac's, but I really don't have a feeling for that kind of music. That's all I have to say.
Do you think the two killings were related?
I really don't think so. I think it's just a coincidence, but I don't think it's related. I think it came to a shock to me because how like East Coast and West Coast rivalries come between each other. But I don't think it's nothing to do related to the killing that Tupac and Biggie Smalls had. I think it's just a coincidence that now people are saying that it's related, but like they said, Snoop Dogg needs to watch out for his back because it's like Tupac and them, they're like, I think if Snoop Dogg gets shot, then I think it's something to do related if it happens to something like that. That's all I have to say.
Thanks for your time. Cool. Okay, tell me what you think.
I think that
nobody knew what was coming. You know what I'm saying? Just another thing that happened, just like Tupac. And things happen in life, so that's how it is in the big world. That's about it, I'll have to say about that.
The music?
The music is tight. Both Tupac and Biggie Smalls, they both tight. And I'm going to get Biggie Smalls CD too, because I don't know. I don't think he deserved to die, but some people think he killed Tupac or whatever. But I ain't got to say nothing about it. I don't care, really.
Tell me what you think about what happened.
Well, I feel that I just feel that, you know, people just have to start getting more mature about things. I mean, killing each other over rap music. I mean, within 6 months, we got 2 great artists that is gone now. I mean, that we won't never hear them make another album. We won't never hear them performing another concert over some East Coast, West Coast. I mean, it doesn't matter what coast you're living on, we all going through the same thing. So I just feel brothers should just act more mature about things, just wake up and just make their money and keep on making albums.
So what do you think causes all this?
I think it's just immaturity. I mean, you just, like Snoop Dogg is just in it for the money. I think brothers, I mean, just make your money, do what you gotta do, and just squash things. I mean, just leave things alone. Just make your money, go in concert, make your CD, and just, you know, leave things alone.
What's the attraction about the violence?
You know, I can't really tell you that. You know, I just can't really tell you that.
You think the music promotes it?
Well, I think it kind of does. I think, you know, they should have some kind of rule where as far, you know, a little limit, you can go in as far when you're rapping, you know. I think they should like have a cut line now, since, you know, we just lost 2 great, you know, performances with not even in a year.
Great.
In the world of rap music, threats of violence are part of the show. But now, for the second time in 6 months, real-life violence has taken the life of a rap star. Once again, it was a drive-by murder and raises questions about what's going on in the record business. Correspondent Bill Whitaker reports from Los Angeles.
It was the kind of violence that was a recurring theme in his music. 24-year-old notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls, gunned down in a drive-by shooting outside a music industry party in L.A. early Sunday. In this interview last week at a San Francisco radio station, he seemed to see it coming.
They're going to attack you if you're on top, you know what I'm saying? That's your job to bob and weave, you know what I'm saying? I need the security.
Born Christopher Wallace, he was big in the world of rap, an admitted former Brooklyn, New York crack dealer who parlayed his criminal rap sheet into a popular gangsta persona, rapping with brutal language about the violence, drugs, pain, and desperation of inner-city life.
He was articulate, his raps were very descriptive, and he proved to be a very philosophical presence.
Biggie's death comes almost exactly 6 months after the drive-by slaying of his arch-rival, California rapper Tupac Shakur in Las Vegas. They squabbled publicly over who had the most authentic street credentials. It was the most visible sign of a violent struggle between East Coast rap moguls and their West Coast competitors for dominance of the lucrative gangsta rap market. After Shakur's death, both coasts publicly embraced.
You never had a problem. You're just speaking about it now because enough is enough.
But the LAPD is investigating whether Biggie's murder may have been in retaliation for Shakur's, something fans on both coasts seem to believe.
I don't understand why East Coast and West Coast are going at it like this, killing people. This does nothing. This makes no sense.
Rap music is getting to a point where everybody has beefs with each other, and it's just getting to a point where it's getting out of hand.
The U.S. government apparently thinks so too. A federal law enforcement task force currently is investigating the rap music industry and possible links to drug and gun violations and other crimes. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.
That ain't cool. Hell, that ain't cool. I think that is Kim in the middle, right with the wrong one. It looks like that leather shot. Come on,
Limo driver, could you move out the way, please? Go ahead. Man, you can help me, please? Yes, yes. Man, it's small. Bring them out, everybody. Bring them out. Community affairs. Bring everybody. Biggie Smalls out, everybody. Biggie Smalls is the villain.
second. Notice you lit some incense there and lit a candle with it. What did it mean for you to see his casket go by his old neighborhood?
For me, I mean, it hurt me to my heart to see one of my brothers pass away. I knew Big. I used to live right over here on the corner of St. James for a little while, so that's when I first met him. But to see his casket go by in the street, I mean, it gives me a feeling of joy at the same time to see this many people come out to support a brother that's passed away. But it's sad at the same time that we got to keep dying and killing each other over petty things, you know what I mean? And for me, it was just, it was almost like something out of a movie, you know? It's like you live a certain lifestyle and you go out a certain way, but all I can say is just rest in peace to the brother, and I hope that wherever he's at, he's resting in peace, you know, and he has a more peaceful life. I lit the incense for him just because, like I said, I knew him. I interviewed him. I had a radio show. I've hung out with him, and he's a good brother. He was a good brother.
What were people feeling as he went by? There was a fair bit of sort of almost a celebration feeling, which is not a bad way to end a life with a celebration. But
no, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, it was a feeling of celebration. I mean, when somebody leaves from this world, which we live in, which is such a linear place, you know, and you know that you're going to the next degree, then it should be a celebration. He won't have to suffer here on this planet and go through the spoils and the trials and tribulations that we all have to go through as human beings here.
And he was sort of seen as someone who made it in a way, too.
No, he did make it. He did make it. I mean, but the definition of making it nowadays, I mean, is, there's a lot of things that you can make it in. Yeah, he made it because he came to another level. He let people around him see that through a dream, having a small dream and believing in it and fueling it and going for it every day, that you can make it. So,
what does it mean to make it now? Is that changing? I mean, is that what people are feeling?
I mean, to make it, or to say to make it, I mean, every day we're trying to make it. Everybody's trying to make it. So, I mean, to make it now, I mean, I don't know what to make it now is. I couldn't give you a proper definition because it's just like everybody's striving to make it every day in one way or another, you know.
But does the violence of his death, do you think, change what people are saying about him?
I think it's gonna. I think if people don't stop this time to look at what's happened, you know, through the death of Tupac and now the death of Biggie Smalls, if they don't stop to look and understand that, just to take a message from this, you know what I mean? It's the same thing twice within 4 or 5 months apart. And you know, it's like even through the music, and it's just time. It's time to really look at what it means. You know, another brother's dead, and there's nothing that we can do about it. And it's at the hands of another brother, another black man. It's time to stop committing crimes against one another and start trying to help one another. So I hope that this death makes everybody stop and wake up and see that there's more things that need to be given in the world that's positive, more messages that need to be spread that's positive. I mean, it's bad that every time a brother dies, like I said, then people come together and they want to talk about the problem. We need to talk about the problem every day until it's solved. You know?
Can you get a two-shot for me, Tom? You said you grew up just down the, what number? Yeah.
No, I didn't grow up there. I just used to live there for a little while. I stayed right there on St. James and Lefferts.
So at what point, how old were you when you knew?
This was like 3 years ago.
Oh, really?
So
he was in the industry.
Yeah, this was right before he started to, you know, boom, explode. I used to see him right there in the corner every day. My name is Supernatural. I ride myself, so I would see him all the time. Plus I know Chico, Little C.
You're a musician?
Yeah.
and down. This is family right here. Y'all need to get us right here. Y'all need this is the real. Don't edit. You need a card. You need a card. Undies Entertainment. Where my card at? Oh my goodness. Bad Boy Records. I ain't got my card on here.
Excuse me.
Still, that was the call. Would you be happy right
This seems to be a group of...
Jump right there in the car.
I got a little bit of voice left. They just they see how much love Brooklyn had for Big, so they had to mess it up. They had to. They didn't want to see it. Huh? They started rushing the crowd.
That's true.
For no reason. No reason. They just started rushing the crowd.
And they arrested
and they started beating people and pepper spraying people's eyes. I lost my voice from screaming so loud.
That's right. Why do you think this happens on the day?
Because they see how much love Big Guy and they hate it. They just hated it. Yeah. Like they say, player haters, they love haters. You can see.
They got a PhD of player haters. Do you think it's kind of sad that on his funeral day this should happen?
Yeah, it is sad. Because all we was doing was showing our love for Big. That's all we was doing, showing our love, and they had to mess it up. Yeah. Like they say, pull Big out for their friends, it's pulling Alizé out. Yeah. And they got mad.
This is blowing all out of proportion. We came here to gather up, meet, pay a homage to Biggie Smalls. You know, this is all blown out of proportion. There's a bunch of us over here. We're saluting, following the Reverend, and all of a sudden, you know, mace is being sprayed. People are being rushed for no reason. There are reporters being arrested for no reason. This is not coincidental. All right. It was as if it was premeditated to some degree. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, well, basically, they maced the baby. There was a lot of cheering. There was a lot of cheering going on. As you see, there's a horde, as you see, of African American men around here and ladies that are following Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? They come around, everybody's chanting Biggie Smalls. All of a sudden, a couple of cars are being thrown on. People jumping on the cars to say what's up and give their respects. And the police come out of nowhere and they tackling brothers on the ground for no reason, spraying mace. You know, and basically because everybody is so excited of enjoyment, you know, to some degree, and all of this is happening. This is no need for this. I got sprayed in the face. All I'm here, I took off from work today just to see this man, to pay my respects to this man.
Who was jumping on the car? Just some...
Well, basically everybody. I mean, like, you know, there are people around here that got on the car to get a little height, a little elevation, and that's what happened. I mean, the moral of this whole thing is that it was blown all out of proportion by the city of New York. Once again, you know, and it needs to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, this is
Can I get your name?
Avery Williams.
Avery Williams, okay. Appreciate your time.
We don't do that. So you overwhelm them with the cameras around. Well, we don't do it anyway. So you overwhelm them with people. That's all.
What happened? What do you guys think happened?
Listen, they go beyond the line. They get disorderly, jumping up on top of cars. You got to stop that. That's it.
They kept saying that you guys just started spraying them with pepper spray.
Some of our guys may have used them. All right, be careful. Huh?
Thank you, too.
I'm here! Come here!
Go to work right Biggie Smalls! Brooklyn! Bed-Stuy! What? Bed-Stuy! Do or die! Bed-Stuy!
His murder in Los Angeles has cast a sobering look at a slice of the music industry that is itself notorious for violence and rivalry. Correspondent Bill Whitaker reports tonight on the puzzling case of 2 rappers, 2 murders, and what some call one growing culture of death.
To non-fans, he was little more than a thug. But in the world of hip-hop, notorious B.I.G. was a prince. His funeral today brought out rap royalty, political and music industry elites. The controversial rapper brazenly flirted with death in his art and his life. Still, his drive-by slaying in Los Angeles last week shocked his fans.
He was a good man. He was a generous man.
It's a sad day. It's a sad day. He started life as Christopher Wallace and went from a life of crime to making millions rapping about it. He was a swaggering platinum purveyor of gangster rap, a raw subset of popular hip-hop that exploded from and glorifies tough, disaffected, violent urban street life. But Biggie was the second hip-hop star murdered in 6 months, and police fear rap life dangerously is imitating the art. They're investigating whether the murder of even more popular rap star Tupac Shakur last September was gang-related, triggered by this fight caught by a Las Vegas surveillance camera, and whether notorious B.I.G. was just the latest gang victim. Both star murders had numerous witnesses, but so far most have been scared silent by the gangs.
It is astounding to see something happen with so many people around and have everybody tell you that they didn't see or hear anything.
And that happens a lot.
It happens a lot.
In Los Angeles, even some rappers fear the violence is killing the music, too.
I think that it's just time that we as rappers take control of the garbage we've let inside our house.
Nevertheless, in New York today, some fans scuffled with police after Biggie's cortege passed by. One investigator said until the violence stops, it's not only a question of who killed the 2 rap stars, but who is next. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.
To the many signs that line the roadways of Los Angeles, a new one has been quietly added. It reads simply, "Thank you, friend." Bill Cosby had it placed at the spot where his son was murdered to thank the person whose tip led to the arrest of a suspect. It's derived from the words Ennis Cosby used to greet people. Hello, friend.
Could you tell me your name?
Eric Banfield.
Can you spell your last name?
Banfield.
So why are you out here today?
I'm out here to show support to the artists, doing the tribute to Biggie Smalls.
And how do you feel about Biggie's death?
Well, I'm sad about it. We hurt. I'm saying it's a loss to hip-hop. It's a loss to the listeners. It's a loss to everybody. Everybody's sad about that. He was more like, even though we don't know him, he's like family, because we listen to him every day. We hear his music. It's a big loss. Nobody deserves to die.
And how do you feel about the violent way that he died?
Well, drastically feel mad about it, upset. I'm saying angry, but there's nothing we can do about it but sit back and hope that brothers learn from this. People learn from the mistakes, the people that we losing.
So tell me how you feel about the violence in rap music and in hip-hop.
Well, it's not really violence in rap music and hip-hop. The violence is in the ignorant people that don't understand. They listen to the music and they take it to a different level. It's not the artists, it's not the rappers that's causing all this violence. It's the people that listen to it, taking it to a different level.
And how do you think the community is going to be affected by Biggie's death? Do you think there's going to be a change in rap music and in hip-hop?
Well, it's going to affect a lot of people because people's going to be hurt that he's gone. But it's not going to be wild. People's not going to go crazy because people are human. It's only knucklehead, ignorant people that don't understand that take it to this level.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
My name is Lance. Lance, yes, I'm Nancy. nice. It's real nice. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry we had to do it. We didn't really want to do it, but it happened. You know what I'm saying?
And what do you think the mural's going to do for the community? Do you think it's going to send out a message to people?
Yeah, it should send out a big message. You know what I'm saying? People stop the violence. You know what I'm saying? This rap game. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to rap. Rap is music. You know what I'm saying? People take it to a different level.
How do you feel about Biggie's death?
I'm sad that it happened, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just sorry that it happened.
Is it going to change the way that you think about rap music or the way that you think about hip-hop?
No, it should not change nothing, you know what I'm saying? But people should just start listening to rap for rap, not for violence, you know what I'm saying?
Can you hold on 1 second? Excuse me. To change the way you think about rap music or how you think about hip-hop?
No, it's not going to change at all. I'm still going to listen to Biggie Smalls music, you know what I'm saying? To the day I die, or, you know what I'm saying? To me, he's still here. He's still here because we listen to his music every day. They're going to play his music non-stop. So it's not going to change nothing at all. Tupac, I still listen to Tupac music. That didn't change. And we sorry it happened to the rappers. Two good rappers. Tupac representing the West Coast. Biggie Smalls is representing the East Coast. You understand what I'm saying? And we lost two good rappers.
Do you think the violence in their lyrics had anything to do with the way that they died?
No, not really. Not really. You know what I'm saying? But people do put, you know what I'm saying, a little things in the rap, you know what I'm saying, that's not true. But people take that to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? People just prolong it. Rappers are just here to make money. They're here to write music, you know what I'm saying? They don't want nobody to do no violence. It's just rap.
Thank you.
Spell your last name, Justin. W-A-P-A-L-A.
How old are you?
17.
So tell me how you feel about Biggie's death.
Well, I feel about Biggie's wrong. Like, damn, I have to kill my man, you know what I'm saying? He's the most best rapper in this world, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about my man Biggie.
And how do you feel about the violent way that he died? Do you think that's going to have an effect on you or how you see rap or how you see hip-hop?
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna affect on me. It's gonna affect his family and all that.
But what kinds of message do you get, though, when you see somebody like Biggie who you sort of look up to, this music that you like, and you see that he died in such a violent way?
Biggie's the best, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about Biggie, you know what I'm saying? He's a nice rapper.
Right, thank you.